juicy, flavorful, oven roasted mushrooms. They're so easy to make and so delicious. Why aren't people making them more? Maybe because a lot of people out there are telling you to make them the wrong way. I'm gonna tell you the right way. Let's do it. All right, basic recipe. We're gonna start off with a pound of baby bell button mushrooms. You could also use the white button mushrooms. You could use shiitake mushrooms or king trumpets as well. Any very firm fleshed mushroom will work well. We're going for whole roasted mushrooms here, gushing with goodness. If you want sliced mushrooms, cook them on your stovetop. Okay, first step, we need to wash and trim these mushrooms, cut off any bad parts, and brush off any of that growing medium that is often stuck to these mushrooms. You can also wipe it off with a damp towel or just rinse it off in the sink. If you do get the mushrooms wet, you need to pat them dry and set them on a towel on your countertop and let them air dry. We do need that surface to be dry before we toss these in the oil and fat. I'm using about a quarter cup of olive oil and a teaspoon of Montreal steak seasoning that has the salt and pepper and paprika and red pepper flakes and garlic powder in it. It's a nice spice mix for mushrooms, I think. You can make your own spice mix. And I am gonna add just a little pinch of salt to boost the salt ratio in this mix. Okay, I'm gonna mix those together and then toss all my mushrooms in that oil and spice mixture. And then I'm gonna place them on a baking sheet, making sure to space them evenly so they cook evenly. And you don't have to use foil on your baking sheet, but these mushrooms are gonna release a little liquid, just makes the cleanup a little easier. Now these are ready to be popped in the oven. I'm going 350 degrees, no convection. Bottom rack, it's gonna take about 30 to 40 minutes. It's probably better to err on the side of overdone than underdone. You wanna make sure the middle of those mushrooms are well cooked. And I usually take mine out halfway through, kind of spin the tray around, mix them around just to make sure they all get cooked evenly on all sides. Pull these out after about 35 minutes. They look almost perfect. And yep, the fork goes in cleanly and smoothly. These are done. When you pull them out, you can add a little tablespoon of butter to give them that nice luscious buttery flavor. You can add some herbs. I'm using parsley here, and you can also add a little bit of acid right before serving. I'm using a little squeeze of lemon. Balsamic vinegar is also a good choice. So there you have it. That is a basic, foolproof oven roasted mushroom recipe.